Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm?
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Deftly away. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, the dynamic Carval is someone...
And the shots! What a wonderful goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Rodri did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Rudiger gets it away.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And here's Mbappe. He's picked his way through. Well, there's the clearance. Well, they've got it again. Vinicius Junior.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Semenyo. Pass somewhat off target. That's Valverde. He's found a way through. Now it's Mbappe. He's onside. Mbappe with a beautifully timed run. Nicely shaped ball. Rudiger gets across to intercept that. Lewis thinks about the shot. Doku could try cutting inside. Up he goes! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Vinicius Junior clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He's going for goal! He's done very well to get to that.
Camavinga really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 3 coming up. Tries to pass it through. It's a promising position. He's got full. And the header is disappointing in the end.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
He's in space and looking for options. Takes a shot! Camavinga getting this one clear. Chooses to go back. Lewis. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Little pass back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Out towards the flank, looking for options for movement. And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Semenyo. Now, he's got space here.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's shifting through the gears here. Climbs up big! Decent enough try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
And that is as far as they're going to go. And that's been won straight back.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
And the finish! He's got a goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Haaland duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter, just instinctively.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So there was the first half.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time.
Cambio de jugadores.
There's the whistle then to start the second half. Oh, that's delightful. Valverde. Some good work on the right flank here. Camavinga. Now it's Doku. Doku going full tilt down the right-hand side. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Aimed beyond the defence. And it's Rodri. Guardiola. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Haaland. Knocks it out wide. Guardiola. Cross goes in there.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Lewis. Doku. Looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Decent chance! He scores! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 7.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Serán sustituidos por
So we have
el
a breakthrough.
dorsal 11.
Now,
El
how will
dorsal
things
21
develop from here?
se va a realizar
Yeah,
un
I always
cambio
felt
de
this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
That's a delicate pass. Valverde. And Rodrigo. And here's Brahim Diaz.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Searching pass he's played there. Savinho is wide and looking to get onto this. Valverde. Played out wide, and it's Lewis. Bernardo Silva, given the lift of his goal. Oh, good spread. Very nicely done. Cross flung in towards the middle. And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 8 será sustituido por el dorsal 15. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
And it's been taken short. And that is expertly dealt with. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Looking to play him in. And this is Marmoush.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Now it's Savinho. Fires it in low. And he's cut it out. Goulet. Now, what about a counter-attack? Bellingham. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Brahim Diaz. He's being urged to shoot. Goulet does really well to win the ball there. Oh, shooting chance! And that could come back to haunt them.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
Oh, delightful ball. And this is Marmoush. And chance! No mistake! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
O'Reilly. And it's Diaz. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe charging forward, the ball at his feet. Guardiola deals with that comfortably. And that's that. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Well, from behind, Jim, that is some win, isn't it?
They've taken advantage of some complacency, Peter, but if you're offered a chance to do that, then you've got to be ready to pounce.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, we're on the way. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, here's someone I really like the look of in Ruben Dias, a proper defender.
Mbappe! It's in!
Well, what a statement of intent. Who better to be the one to have the first say? A cracking opening to this game.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And the counter is on. No way through. And here's Dembele. Dembele goes on a run down the left wing. He is through here. This looks promising. Camavinga. Great chance! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Camavinga brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
And it's made its way to him. Can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. And that has been clubbed away. And here's Haaland, looking for the run. Semenyo. And he's onside.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
That's a throw. And it's Tchouaméni. Now it's Mbappe. Pass somewhat off target. Quarter of an hour played.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And they're back on the ball again. He's on it. Mbappe!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Oh, can he get onto this? Doué. Looking to play him in. He is just caressing the ball. In comes the corner. France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Tchouaméni plays it short. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And the finish! And it's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Simplicity itself.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Passes coming off in quick succession here. He's had a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And he's quick to get it clear again. It's a throw-in. Oh, good steal, he just read it. Dembele. Looking for options for movement. Oh, that was vital. Yehi goes long. Bernardo Silva. Lewis. And it's Bernardo Silva. Rodri. France look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Olise is onto it in a flash. He has a look up. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Dembele, real chance here. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Now it's Kovacic. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Rodri takes control of it and he's on the move. And it's Lewis. Aims beyond the... Tries a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he's there to clear it. Mbappe does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Threads one in. Oh, that's fabulous. And that's played in low. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Front. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Mesdames et messieurs, votre attention s'il vous plaît. Un petit garçon nommé Jonathan et qui porte une casquette bleue attend ses parents au secrétariat du club. Jonathan, casquette bleue. Changement en cours.
Here we go again then.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
And he was quick to react.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And he shoots! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Tchouaméni gets rid without sophistication. Aït Nouri. Great vision. And he welcomes it in. Great ball, and he's in. And Bernardo Silva!
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Bernardo Silva goes short. And a chance! It's in! The second half off to a spectacular start. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
He's got away. Lewis is flagged offside.
Attention, changement.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. So a couple of front-footed alterations here, a pair of forwards entering the field.
Well, it looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot of energy up front.
Bernardo Silva. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Marmoush. Can he get on the end of this? Savinho. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Doué. Mbappe gets flagged offside. And claimed it back swiftly. He's gone forward. Rodri. And here's Marmoush. Good ball, good... Haaland! Oh, that is very close.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 7.
France can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
À leur place, le numéro 9. Le numéro 18.
Nicely weighted ball. Hernandez kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And here's Mbappe. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. O'Reilly has created one goal already. Thinks about the shot. Now, can he find shapes to shoot? That's going to go a long way. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Could move up a gear here. Zaire Emery. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
And he plays one through. Oh, that is a nice touch.
France surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Nice interception, well timed.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. France finding their passes. Just 5 minutes left. And it's Zaire Emery.
That's good play from him. Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
He's found some space.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's a throw.
Changement.
Works it forward.
Il y aura 4
Koundé
minutes de temps
spots it
additionnel.
and intercepts. Ball swung in. Defending of the desperate variety. Back in once more. And the ball is out of play. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. That's a promising run he's making on the right. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue... Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're up and running. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And there's green grass ahead of him. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Mbappe really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Looking for the run. He is through here. Here it is, crossed in. And he's managed to get rid. And they've switched it over to the other side. And here's Thuram. Mbappe. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He's in a great position here. That's a good ball out wide. Played into the middle. Saliba with the clearance. Olise. Very nicely done.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
And he's managed to get free. And a chance! Hits off target and by quite a way.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.
Olise. And it's Tchouaméni. That's really nicely played. Real chance! Oh, off the bar! This time, surely! Now that is commitment to the cause.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
That's a half-decent try.
Doué is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Changement.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Klaus. Thuram. He's chosen to go back. Conte. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Cleared without complication. Klaus has it out wide and in space.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Olise. Oh, what has happened? Oh, smashing header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
France are opting for an early change in personnel. They've decided against waiting until half-time. Opts for safety. Klaus. Can he get it through? Olise is wide and looking to get onto this. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Pinches it, and the shot! Oh, it just wouldn't sit for him.
Thuram cannot be faulted for trying. It was asking to be hit, just a bit straighter.
It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Ah, that's a fine interception. That's really well cleared. Ah, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Lofted in. There's the header! Just off target.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
That pass isn't the best. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Shot a goal! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Thuram deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Camavinga. Chouameni. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Looking to play him in. Digne. And we hit half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So we reach the halfway point.
France ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 9, le numéro 24. À leur place,
And the second
le
half
numéro
gets
20,
underway.
le numéro 7.
France clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
And the pass is intercepted. And here's Mbappe. And it's Camavinga. He shifted it to the flank. Dembele. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. France come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Now it's Mbappe. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Dembele. And here's Olise. Olise stood his ground strongly. And here's Dembele. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Dembele takes a look up. Great vision. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Mbappe. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Aimed beyond the defence. Drilled in low. Danger averted for now. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position.
Tries a shot! Brilliant! A finish right from the top draw! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Changement en cours.
France can make their change now with a break in play. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Olise proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And they win it back again. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Barcola. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Great run on the overlap here. That's tidy. That is Conte. And he's cut it out. Olise.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Takes a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Attention, changement.
This is their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Oh, sweet feet. Now it's Tchouaméni. Oh, nice touch. Dembele. Dembele going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And the finish! He should have put that one away.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
Konate tries to clear. He's tried one! Corner number 2 then. Punched away. Can he get on the end of this? He is just caressing the ball. Engages and forces him off the ball. So, third corner of the game. Camavinga with the short one. Now it's Camavinga, fired deep towards the back post. Oh, he's been caught napping. Bakula! He's scored! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. That was a given, it always was.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
France could not have picked a better time to snatch a 2-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Spread neatly, and here's Mbappe. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Great chance here from position A1. A real chance then to ease this unpleasant predicament. Olise! Fantastic from Olise! He's got himself an absolute peach. Late drama, late goal! This will be one frantic ending. Well, that was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept and considerable accuracy.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 6, le numéro 22.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. France give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Tries to pass it through. Bakula looking to run onto it. Oh, that's neat. He's being urged to shoot. Bakula. 5 minutes, applies the finish! Oh, a very decent attempt. And that's that. France proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle, they know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it. Digne taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, I guess it's a result that's best described, Peter, as routine. A good balance of organisation, discipline and endeavour, and a result from which everyone came out looking good.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. Well, we're on the way. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, this guy, the supremely confident Hakan Çalhanoğlu, is always a good watch, Peter. He apparently considers himself the world's third best midfielder, but I'd leave that for the moment. He's a player that adds unpredictability to any team he plays in, and he's allowed to pull the strings from that central space he likes to inhabit.
I'm thinking the same. And the finish! Their first effort on goal.
Cortese clearly can't believe he didn't put that away. He'd set himself up perfectly.
That's an imaginative pass. Akanji does really well to win the ball there. DiMarco, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ferran Torres. Now it's Yamal. And it's Pedri. He's had it taken off him.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And he's on a charge. And he's intervened well there. Now it's Oyarzabal. Knocks it out wide. And they've switched it over to the other side. Rodri. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's Pedri. Out to the right. That'll be a corner. Spain with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Pedro Porro plays it short. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. Pedro Porro. Pass somewhat off target. Pedri! And that has fair fizzed.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low too.
Spain have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances. Mikel Oyarzabal. It's Gavi. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Çalhanoğlu. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And the counter is on. Yamal. DiMarco tries looking up for options on the left. Well, that pass isn't the best.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Spain can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Approaching the half-hour mark. And here's Oyarzabal.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Spain have rung the changes already. They could, of course, make further alterations at half-time. Garcia goes steaming forward. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. It's out for a goal kick. Now it's Martinez. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Out for a throw. Garcia. Rodri. Lenormand. And it's Garcia. Can he get on the end of this? And he cuts out the supply. Aims beyond the defence. Lenormand does well to get it back. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. He's on it, can he get away?
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach.
Oh, what a climb! Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Opts for safety. Luis Enrique. And there's the end of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. And after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time.
Solo nelle aree appositamente predisposte all'interno dello stadio. Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 11.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Spain clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Now it's Martinez. Spain different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Garcia. Well, they've got it again. Now it's Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres. Good driving run. Great ball, and he's in here. And it's Garcia.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Bisek kept his eye on it, and he's there. Fratesi. Fratesi cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility.
Chance, surely! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And he hits the net. And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Spain have fired themselves in front.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Gavi being hounded, manhandled at times. Yeah, there's the shot! He's scored! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 14, numero 16, numero 32. Lasciano il campo per il numero 9.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Cambio di giocatori.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Out to the left it goes. Spain do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Spain will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Pedro Porro is behind this one. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. He's gone for the shot. Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Nothing wrong with the idea. Inches away.
And that has left him in a heap. And that could set him on his way. He's free, he has got space. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Merino, Rodri, Ronaldo providing an outlet on that flank.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Can he finish? Yes! And they are pulling clear here. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Spain find a position of real strength now. Not the most accurate pass. And the ball's come loose here. Tries a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And that has put paid to that. And it's Pedri, played with finesse. Çalhanoğlu, Akanji, pinches it off him. And this is Morata. And the shot! Ahead by 3, but they won't want to take their foot off the pedal. Played out towards the right wing. Chance! It's there! Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Morata. And here's Pedri. That has ended up in no man's
Ci
land.
saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
And this is Morata. Martinez. And that's really well manoeuvred. Thuram is flagged offside. Looking for the run. He can run onto that. He's in a great position here. Chance for a shot! And that is the last effort of the game. Spain looking by any yardstick formidable. Truly enjoy.